Hi everybody, welcome to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. As you will see from the title, this is something a little bit different. I've done a few videos about this topic in the past, but I thought I would give you guys an update on my breast augmentation, which is now over 4 years on. So we are now in the end of June 2020 and I had them done in March 2016, so it's been well over 4 years now. So a lot of the videos and images that these cosmetic surgery companies put online, they tend to show you what they look like maybe like 6 months or a year on, but I thought it'd be a good idea to show you what my boobs actually look like over 4 years on, now that they are fully settled. And I'm just going to also answer loads of quick fire questions as well. I do get questions on the comment section of my YouTube videos, and I also get personal DMs on my Instagram from people who've watched other YouTube videos. So I just thought I would answer some of the most common questions that I get asked, and then obviously just show you guys what my boobs look like now. And I do still have the same bikini that I took the picture in once I'd had them done. So I mean, I haven't been on many holidays anyway, but don't think that I'm a bit of a pikey for having the same bikini. Oh, my top's all ripped. Now I definitely look like a pikey. It's bloody got a hole in and split. It must be because my boobs are too big. No, I'm joking. Jokes aside, I'm just going to go through and answer some questions. I have got some notes. So if I'm looking down there, then that is what I'm going to be looking at. Yeah, well, I just thought that this would be a good idea to show you guys what they look like, answer any questions, and obviously if you do have further questions, pop them in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram, which is at KIRSTYZ. And without further ado, let's get straight into the questions. Just before we get into the questions, I just want to do like an overview. So I have had 325cc implants under the muscle. I went with a company called Maya. I went to my consultations in Birmingham and I had them done in the Preston hospital. So I paid £5,400 for obviously both of them. Don't know why I had to confirm that. I paid £5,400 and I believe the breakdown was £4,900 for the implants, and then I paid the extra £500 for the overnight stay in their Preston hospital. So my operation wasn't until about 5:30 in the afternoon, so it was really good in the end that I actually booked the overnight stay. I couldn't drive or anything, so my mum had to stay in a local hotel. Before I had my boobs done, I was a 34A, or if I was feeling like I could wear a tight bra, I would push up to a 32B just to make me feel like my boobs are bigger, because the cup size was bigger and because the band was smaller, it just tended to push my boobs up a little bit more. But naturally I pretty much was a 34A. Guys, I've just realised that my top is like half rolled up. I don't know what's going on with me today, and I've literally got a crappy Primark top on, and I don't know why I've put this top on. It just seems it's quite hot down. I thought, oh, this would be nice. I quite like wearing green, and it's ripped. I've had it rolled up and I'm just a bit of a mess. So obviously I'm not one of the usual glamorous people who do boob job videos. But anyway, we're going to get into the questions now. So the first one is, what size are they now? So obviously I went from a 34A. I had 325cc boobs in. My skin is not very stretchy at all, so I had the biggest implants that the surgeon could fit in. He said that I definitely couldn't go any bigger, because when I originally went for my consultation I wanted to say like a 350 or a 375, but he said 325 at a push and we'll squeeze them in as much as possible. My boobs are now a very full 34C. Obviously I could play around with the bra size of it. Maybe I could go to 32D, but naturally with them just being held in place, because to be honest I still don't feel like I need to wear a bra because they still sit quite nicely. But yeah, I am a 34C in bra size now. How long did it take to go back to the gym? So I made sure I had my 6-week clearance from the nurse that was at the consultation office in Birmingham, and during those 6 weeks I didn't drive for 2 weeks. I went back to work after 2 weeks as well, because they tell you that you're not allowed to drive. I think it's for around 10 days to 2 weeks. Obviously because I had my operation done over 4 years ago, the things may have changed. Obviously I'm guessing the price would have gone up, and obviously their guidelines for like after for post-op things might be a bit different, so please take everything that I say say, with a pinch of salt, because things may have actually changed quite a lot since I've had mine done. So I had my 6-week clearance, and during that time I was just walking around the house. I couldn't get myself out of bed. I couldn't even open the fridge within the first few weeks because it was just so painful. And when I did actually start driving, it was really hard to even put the car into gear as well. It tended to be the things obviously just pulling things towards you. Pushing you wasn't too bad, but like opening doors, and yeah, just putting your car into gear and like opening drawers and stuff was always just a bit of a pain. But after my 6-week clearance, I went to the gym, and obviously I was going like on the trainer, on the cross trainer a little bit, the treadmill. I was trying to avoid doing anything that was like bouncing my body up and down. I wasn't told to do that, but I mainly done it because of my own paranoia. I started also training lower body back to normal, so I was doing like leg press, squats, all that sort of stuff. And then I was mainly just training arms, and anything like to train shoulders or back where your chest is sort of engaged during the movements as well. Pull-ups were a big no-no. And all I did was every time I went to the gym and I was training upper body, I would use really light weights, and I would just test to see if my body was ready to start exercising. Obviously we all react differently to implants being put in our body and after operations and stuff, so really just take your time to get back to normal with things at the gym. Don't go in and start, you know, chest pressing if you was doing that to start with, but don't go back instantly and do that, you know, just really ease yourself back into the exercise like I did, and I've had no problems, and I do not have any problems with doing any sort of chest exercises or anything now either. Do you have any regrets? No, I do not. My only regret is I wish I could have gone bigger, but that isn't a regret because my surgeon literally, as I've said, he literally said this is as big as you're going, hon, and you got to take it or leave it, and I did. If I could go back now for free and have an extra maybe 50cc put in, then I probably would do, but I really do think that the size I have goes well with my body shape, so I think it was the right decision in the end. So other than that, I do not have any other regrets. How do you find buying clothes? Do you find that they are tricky to fit? So I don't think so, because my boobs aren't like too big for my body. Well, in my opinion, I don't think they're too big or too small for my body. I do tend to think that obviously with most clothes now, everything is like quite stretchy around the boobie area. So no, I don't have any problems with it at all. If anything, clothes fit me a lot better, because before I literally just had flat bits, so with tops it would always be like baggy here, especially with like blouses or things that crop down. My boobs would just look absolutely crap before, so no, I don't. If anything, it has actually improved. Was it painful? After I had the operation, that night's sleep that I had in that Preston hospital, it wasn't great. I was in a lot of pain, but I think it was more just because I was told by my surgeon that I can't lie down for 6 weeks until I'd actually been cleared, and it was just really horrible not being able to actually lie down. In hospital bed on that evening, it was really painful. But then as soon as I got home and I started to take regularly the painkillers, which I think he took for 7 to 8 days, and remember I didn't take them for much longer because they were really hurting my stomach to begin with. Well, not to begin with, but towards the end of taking them. So if you don't take the painkillers, it is very painful. I remember I woke up the once and I forgot to take them first thing in the morning when I woke up, and I had this horrible like pulling tight feeling on my chest. I actually felt like I could feel my skin around my boobs stretching, so that was really painful. But other than that, it was just things like actually trying to open doors and stuff and get out of bed and lying upright at night. I used a V pillow, like one of those pregnant women pillow things, which was really helpful. I got mine from IKEA, but you can literally get them from anywhere. And it was mainly because I was sleeping upright as well, like my lower back was starting to hurt because I wasn't obviously being able to lie down and stuff. So that was really the only pain I had. But if you stay on top with your painkillers and you get a nice comfy pillow to sleep with, if you're told to sleep upright, then you will be absolutely fine. Do you think they look fake? I think it all depends on the person and how big you have your implants and what I was going to say style what implant shape and stuff you have. So I had the round implant. I was so close to getting the teardrop shape because I wanted them to look more natural, but because he told me that I couldn't have the size that I wanted, I thought, well, if they're going to be a bit smaller, I'd rather them look fuller. But I don't think mine look fake, especially when I'm in clothes and I've got a bra on. I think, you know, they sit quite nicely now. Obviously when I first had them done, and I will put a picture on the screen if I haven't already of what they looked like when I first had them done, and obviously then they looked humongous for my body. They looked extremely fake. They were literally like rock solid cones, but now obviously 4 years on, they're really, really soft. They sit really well, and yeah, I think they don't look fake at all on me personally, but obviously it all depends on what ones you get if you are having them done. Are they sensitive? They are sensitive every so often, but not all the time. I also have the problem of my nips are literally rock solid 24/7 hours of the day. Literally. They literally, as soon as there's a little bit of coldness in the air, you know, they're up and they want to be seen by people. They could literally cut glass. But in terms of sensitivity, just around the times when you're on your period, they go a bit sensitive, but nothing, I don't think it's anything to do with the implants or anything. I think they might have been sensitive for me before anyway. I can't really remember, but no, they aren't sensitive all the time. My boobs aren't uncomfortable to touch. They feel literally normal, and I don't have any patches where I can't feel anything either, so it's all good in terms of sensitivity. Have they changed shape much, and how are your scars? So what I'm going to do is this next little clip in the video, I'm going to show you what they now look like in the same bikini as when I first took my pictures after I had them done, just so you guys can see the type of changes that they have done. And I'm also going to show you a little clip of my scars as well if I can. Okay, so this is now what they look like. Obviously this is in the exact same bikini. From the side, they are just absolutely normal. Obviously since I've had them done, they have obviously deflated since I actually had the operation, which normally happens within the first few months anyway. But since I've actually had them done, obviously before they were like this and pretty much like twice the size, but now they have I was going to say drifted, that isn't the right word. They have obviously like lowered and gone into like a more natural place on my body, and I've always had quite a big gap between my boobs, so that was always the case. But yeah, they are still an absolutely lovely size. Obviously they are 325 cc's, and obviously if I loosen this top slightly without it coming undone, you can see that even without the bra, they don't move, so they always do stay in the same place. They are a lot more softer, obviously, since when I had them done. But yeah, I'm absolutely in love with how they look now and the more natural look of them as well. I will just also show you my scarring as well. I think you can still see it. So my scarring, yeah, you can see it. See, I never put anything over my scars. I was just never really bothered if I did have scars or not, because they are under the boob. I'm never going to see them anyway, and yeah, I actually quite like my scars as well. So that is the end of this video. I hope you found it useful. I do just want to make it sort of short and snappy with my answers to the questions and just show you what they look like now, just to give anyone a quick insight on how they actually look so many years on. It is so hard to look at boobs online. It is so hard to look at these pages. I know Maya, who I went with, their Instagram page is full of like before and afters, but they're always afters of only like 6 months or maybe like 6 weeks post-op. So I thought it would be a good idea just to show you how they look now. I have no regrets at all. It's one of the best decisions I ever made. They really have helped me with my confidence, and yeah, if you have any further questions, please pop them in the comment section. Like this video if you found it useful, it really helps, and yeah, subscribe if you want to see future videos from me, and I will see you in the next video.